Hello, good morning, NEAR. Thank you for tuning in for, I think this is workshop 5 for the Innovation Sandbox. Innovation Sandbox being the NEAR's hackathon started January 26th. We got 1 week left until February 16th. Thank you for tuning in today. We've got a good workshop. Let me bring him up. We're going to be talking to Tolga over here. 1 second. There we go. There we go.
Hello. Hello, everyone, and thanks for inviting me, Elliot. And this is a really exciting opportunity to meet with the NEAR community in this meeting. And I am very excited to share our vision on the NEAR playground, what can be built on the innovation sandbox, and etc.
Awesome. Well, that was a great introduction. Cool. Then I'll just go ahead and bring it up. You want to share your screen?
Of course, I'm sharing at the moment. Okay, I just shared. Now, can you see my screen?
Yeah, go ahead. I've got it. Move it to off the cameras. There you go.
Okay, now can you see the NEAR playground, right?
Yep, I can. All right, I'm going to bring that up. Thank you so much, Tolga. Have fun.
Okay, everyone, I want to say welcome again. Now we will be together to review NEAR Playground. I will try to be quick, and after that, if you have any questions, please cut me off, ask anytime, and let's start with. So this is our landing page. Actually, NEAR Playground helps you to deploy NEAR smart contracts in seconds. For example, when you want to make development in your local environment, you need to handle a bunch of tools. Like, for example, you need to install Rust dependencies, you need to install NEAR, CLI, Cargo NEAR, etc., etc. And of course, these dependencies come with some problems. Maybe you need to handle with your pets. Maybe you need to understand how to use CLI, etc. And this will cost you the time. For example, if you want to quick start on the NEAR, want to experiment very quickly what is the structure of the NEAR smart contracts, how can I deploy, how can I go very fast to testnet, this is your place. So I will directly log in into the product. So you can use any email or continue with GitHub or Google. For now, I will go with GitHub. If it is your first time, it will first ask for your approval. So this is the page when you enter the this is the page where will you see just enter the NEAR playground. So at this page we have projects and deployments. Projects means the projects that you created on NEAR playground. I have 32 projects at the moment, and deployments is seeing all of your deployments made by NEAR playground within your all projects. For example, recently, 20 minutes ago, I deployed a testnet contract, and I can see here. So also you will have templates embeds, but I will later jump to these areas. So let me show you a counter example first. For example, let's say you want to start with the NEAR playground and want to try some things. You can start a blank project always, but if you want to use a starter templates, we have a bunch of here. For example, you can select the counter one and just click create from templates. As you can see, our playground has opened. Actually, this is our heart, this is our core. So everything you will manage will be in this page. As you can see at the left, we have a file explorer. You can see your file structure here. Also, you have an editor here, which we have some buttons like save, test, compile, etc. We have an editor here, which is syntax highlighted support, etc. We have contract interface and terminal. So let me start with the compile. For example, we are seeing a basic NEAR smart contract, which is explaining core concepts like, for example, we are seeing a public getNow function. It is returning the value of the variable. We have increment, decrement, etc. So let's say you are excited and you want to try that contract logic immediately. You just need to click compile, and you need to wait a few seconds. By the way, for a note, first compilations takes a bit time, but further ones is more fast. Because in the first compilation, we are compiling all of the packages, etc. But further one, we have less dependencies to compile. So while we are waiting for compilation, as you can see in our terminal says starting compilation, I will just show you the other files. For example, you can just click any file and you have a multi-tab file editor which you can go between them. Also, you can manage your test directly from here. You can see your cargo tone file directly from here. If you want to edit, you can edit. For example, you can add some dependencies or div dependencies. You can edit a Rust toolchain if you need to use another one, etc. As you can see in our terminal, it said finished, and I am seeing a preview. So if you want to see your terminal output, you can just click here and look for the detailed output. So what did we say? You just need to click compile, and after our compilation done, we are seeing the contract methods preview in the right place. So to be able to your contracts, you need to deploy, of course. Just click deploy, and it says Playground wallet. In NEAR Playground, you don't need to connect any wallet. You can just compile your contract and deploy to NEAR Testnet without connecting any wallet. We are covering this fees. Also, you can change your RPC as well. I am seeing the contract size, I am seeing the contract cost, and I will just click deploy, and now process has started. So I'm waiting to be finished. As you can see, my contract is deployed on the NEAR Testnet. For example, you can see your contract address here. It is showing under the nearplay.testnet. You are seeing deployed by nearplay testnet to testnet and not verified. I have methods. For example, I want to call getNum. Just click and execute, and you can see my value is 0. But let's say I want to increment. I want to increment as 3. Just write 3 and click execute. Now, as you can see, I can see my receipt that says increased number to 3. So call getNum again, and you are seeing the 3. So here's what I'm trying to say. As you can see, it is very basic to handle. You can just focus your contract logic. For example, you can just focus your contract logic. You can just update your code and make very fast iterations. In seconds, I just compiled and deployed to a NEAR Testnet. If you want to see on Explorer as well, just click that patch, and you are seeing NEAR account. This is my contract address, and says 1 minute ago, and so on. Also, alternatively, you have ability to deploy mainnet as well via a factor contract. But I don't recommend that unless you know what you do in detail, because this is just for prototyping on mainnet as well. If you are making mainnet deployments, always be careful. So also you can, let's say you are in some point and just want to download all of the files, just click that button, download button, and it download as counter.zip. For example, you can start on NEAR Playground and test your concept. And if you want to go further in local, you don't need to use local environment. We have all the environment, but you can go with the local as well. So let me show you another feature. You have a NEAR real-time terminal here, for example, cargo NEAR --help. And as you can see, I just run that. I am seeing my comments here. Also, NEAR comments as well supported. So you can, like in your local, you can use cargo NEAR and NEAR directly from here too. Also, most importantly, you have ability to select your RPC provider. For example, as you may know, NEAR RPCs, NEAR official RPC is not supported. For better experience, you can use Fast NEAR and Lava Network. But if you need custom one, you can directly add from here. Also, you can test your RPC endpoints. For example, just say test all, and we are seeing the ping pong time directly from here. Also, you can see your contract interaction history from here. For example, I first called getNum, then increment, then getNum. I can see in order here. I can see my outputs if you need further debugging, etc. If you want to search between files, just use that part. It is searching between files. But if you need to search between context, for example, if you want to find a string, it says, for example, I search for num. I can see there is get num here and auto highlighted in libres, auto highlighted, and etc. So I want to show other aspects as well. By the way, as a quick note, if you are hackathon, you should definitely use the NEAR Playground. This will give you very much time. At least start with here. Probably you will make it enough, but if you didn't find enough, just download on your computer and continue from where you left off. It is very easy to start coding and iterate. For example, you don't need to know how to deploy your contract to testnet. Just use Playground, deploy, iterate, confirm your logic, and focus on your product. Our other features is templates. You can see community publish templates here. Anyone can publish a template by clicking that. You can select one of your projects, or you can place any GitHub repository here. For example, if you published your code to GitHub, of course, it should be a NEAR project. You can publish as template and allow anyone to use. This is a public page. You can see anyone's template here if they published. In embeds page, as you can see, I have plenty much embeds here. So this is actually creating buttons, markdowns in your repositories or websites. For example, let me show you. This is the NEAR Playground, repository. So as you can see, I have examples part here, counter hello world. I just embedded this project. For example, let's see. As you can see, this is from the NEAR examples, counters example. I just cloned that and created an embed. When you just click that, it opens the preview page. It is showing you the link, which will be cloned. It is showing the publish date, and you just need to click create project. That's all. And approve that. As you can see, I have created a project very quickly. Also, we have a faucet. In NEAR Playground, you don't need to have a faucet because we already pay gas on testnet or transfer some tokens for contracts in the initial deployments. But let's say you want to go with local deployments, or you are going to somewhere else and need tokens, just write your address here and request 1 NEAR once per 24 hours. Also, let's say you saw an example on the GitHub. For example, let me show you GitHub. Just give me a sec, please. So now I was working at the dev branch. Internet a bit ugly at the moment. Sorry for inconvenience. Okay. For example, let's say you found this example on the internet. For example, you can find many examples under the NEAR examples. You just need to copy its full address. But I just want to say you shouldn't core the core repo because this root file doesn't include any cargo.tom dependencies. While you are importing to NEAR Playground, we are just checking if this is a valid NEAR project by looking its cargo.tom. So instead of the root repo, you just clone the related Rust contract repository. For example, in here we have a cargo.tom and this has NEAR SDK dependency. So let me show you very quickly how you can start with that. Just click import from GitHub. After you login, place here and say continue. It will check and says it is a valid NEAR project, counter RS, and just click import repository. So probably this can make many jobs for you. Also, we have documentation at dux.nearplay.app. You can find these URLs at the landing page. I have some guides here for you. For example, if you want to make a quick start, I will have a guide from 0 to 1. You can follow these examples to achieve similar what we did in the previous minutes. Also, you can find the NEAR playground, for example, very quickly in the smart contract written start section. We have a place here. You just click and reach from there. And I guess that's all from my side. So I strongly advise you to use Playground for your hackathons. And if you have any questions about usage or any feedback or any feature requests, just reach me on the NEAR Tools community group or NEAR Div at Telegram. I will see your message. And if you have any questions, we can get at the moment. So Ali, do you have any questions?
Nice presentation. I'm checking the chat. No questions yet, but we did get a shout out. Good IDE. It is a great IDE. You built something. It looks great. It's super smooth. You're able to do it all in the browser. Really big kudos to you, Toga, on building it. And
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Easy way to get started. So yeah, here let me put the link back on the screen just one more time. That presentation. Thank you, Toga, for coming on and showing us NEAR Playground. You can try that app yourself at nearplay.app. You said to reach out in the NEAR Tools community chat, or can we find you on Telegram, or do you have a Twitter?
Actually, NEAR Playground has a Twitter. It is like that, NEAR/playground. You can pick me here.
Okay.
Or in any NEAR group, write something related to playground, and I will see you.
Okay. You heard, man. Go ahead, check them out in the community tool groups. We got one more thing. Folks are checking it out. That was good stuff. All right. Thank you for coming on, Toga. I'm going to bring you down. I will catch you later.
Thanks for inviting, and have a good day, everyone.
Yeah. Bye-bye. All right, everybody. That was workshop 5. I do have to go through my whole spiel again. So let me just, this was supposed to be ready. Here we go. All right. So thank you all for tuning in for workshop 5 in the Innovation Sandbox. Of course, that's why we're here today. We've got one more week left. And I want to remind everybody going into this last week, start thinking about your submissions. For the submission, you're going to be submitting on DevSpot. You'll be writing a project summary, providing a public repository link on GitHub or other, a live deployed URL. That's going to be one of the most important things, a demo that we can actually, a product that we can actually use, and then a demo video. Keep it short, under 3 minutes. That's the link right here. I do want to encourage anybody that's working on this hackathon, make a landing page, make it look nice. Try really kind of think about selling points and go to market and stuff like that. That's going to be really some winning submissions there. I want to remind everybody of what the tracks are. Of course, there's one, the private web and private life. So these are your consumer apps that focus on privacy. You're leveraging the NEAR private cloud. You're enabling these business cases that you can't really do with other models because you're leaking information. On NEAR private cloud, you have private inference. You know that the cloud isn't looking at your data, at your client's data, and you know that the app itself isn't aware of that data. So this is the kind of track that you should be looking at. Building a consumer app. If you haven't explored the NEAR Legion yet, do join the NEAR Legion. Build a consumer app that we as a community will use, and ideally we'll use it every day, going forward after this hackathon is over. Second track is AI that works for you. So this is leveraging all the different parts of the NEAR AI stack, mostly focusing on autonomous agents, maybe shade agents or agentic payments, user-owned AI that leverages the NEAR AI cloud. You can use intents, you can use the shade agent stack. You can also use the agent market, which dropped this week. It's a really cool, exciting new product that's getting bootstrapped, and it's growing really quick. You can check it out at market.nearai. There's a skill file for you to use. It's meant to be used with the OpenClaw bot, essentially, where you can go ahead and give the skill to your OpenClaw, and it's able to claim and bid on jobs, essentially jobs that you can complete for NEAR, and you can bid on them, and then the person, human or agent, that opened the jobs can decide who gets the bounty. So building an autonomous agent that leverages this stack, that would also be a winning submission. So definitely think about it. And then finally, the third track is Open Society, from finance to the real world. So we're talking about stable coins, real world assets, tokenized assets, leveraging NEAR intents and how it's able to support any asset. You also should be thinking about oracles. So on NEAR, you have yield resume, which means you can yield execution to be resumed at the transaction to be resumed at a later block. You can use that to talk to external services or have external services talk to you. And so that means you can build oracles. Building oracles on NEAR is really easy. I actually don't have a link here, but I'll share something here in a bit that's relevant to there. Of course, the prizes, we got 3,500 per track. The winner for each track will get 3,500. There is a $2,500 only on NEAR bonus. So that is the project that is leveraging the NEAR stack to its best potential. You understand the stack through and through. You're using some of the unique qualities of it, such as the account model, or this yield resume that I talked about, chain signatures, global contracts. There's a lot to explore on NEAR. NEAR has really great tech. Yeah, and I'll just throw out there the account model. Check out the account model on NEAR. Every account is a smart contract. You can buy and sell smart contracts. They can hold assets. There's you can sign with an account, and that account signature can control something on an external service. There's a lot of ingenuity to explore on NEAR. So the project that really shows that off is going to get this $2,500 bonus on top of their wins in any other category. And then, of course, there's runner-ups. There will be $1,000 cross-track bonuses. So anybody that is a runner-up to this. There's also additional ecosystem bounties. We have one with Nova. I believe that one is $3,000 for building with Nova. That was our first workshop in this series. That's talking about agentic memory. There's Hot Pay. They have, I believe, also a $3,000 bounty for integrating their Hot Kit and their Hot Pay solution. So being able to transact and buy things with NEAR. If you go on NEAR AI, the buying credits uses Hot Pay, and you can integrate that yourself. And then also Ping. In a similar manner, Ping also is a checkout with NEAR intents. And it offers Ping links. There's also the Ping on-ramp. It's all these different easy to integrate items into your apps. If you go and check out the merch store, which actually launched yesterday, nearmerch.com, it does leverage PingPay. So you can integrate that in your own app yourself too. So just kind of reiterating on that only on NEAR bonus bounty. Of course, it is this bonus bounty that is focusing on the project that has exceptional use of the NEAR native capabilities, the account model, chain abstraction, this off-chain computation. I'm talking about yield resume, shade agents, and code hash attestation. Because we're in our last week, we have 6 days now. Think about how projects are going to be evaluated. We're going to be looking at the technical execution, a good, sound architecture, thoughtful implementation. It needs to be reliable. It needs to work. A user experience. We're you know, if you should notice a trend, especially in that first track. We're talking about consumer apps that people can use daily. So we want a good user experience. We want something that people as a user, they want to come back to. Interfaces and flows that are nice and smooth, an attractive app. Also the impact and usefulness, kind of doubling down on that app that we can use every day. So it should address a real problem, credible path to adoption. You should think about your go-to-market for it all. Maybe make a landing page if it's not so obvious directly on what the project itself should be doing. Do explore making a landing page to explain it all. Maybe even throw a newsletter sign up on there so that people can keep up with your project. And then the completeness and functionality. If you remember in that first slide, we want that GitHub repo, we want that demo video, but we also want that live demo. The demo should work, ideally. Demos that work, projects that work will be those winning submissions. And then, so you can integrate a project to be submitted should meaningfully involve NEAR and its architecture. That includes using the NEAR AI private cloud, cloud.near.ai. It's an OpenAI compatible SDK. It should be an easy drop-in solution for your applications. NEAR Intents, one-click API, famously easy to integrate. You can do it in one shot. You're able to trade to any asset natively using this product. They also just actually released this this widget builder. Check out Aurora on Twitter. They released a widget builder. It makes it even easier to integrate NEAR Intent. So you can just build the widget, embed it on your site, and then you're done. Shade agents, of course, this is that leveraging TE attestation and a smart contract that verifies it. There's templates out there that you can find on proximity. And then the account model, chain signatures, global contracts, all these type of things that you can find in docs.near.org. There's a lot of really cool things to explore there. Yes. And then, of course, yeah. So we'll be looking for clear and architectural reasons why NEAR is used and how it's central to the product's functionality, which should be easy. NEAR's tech is awesome. There's so much things that you can build with NEAR. Really just let your ideas run wild. You got 6 more days. If you need to find any of these details, as including APIs, SDKs, any of the resources for the workshops that we've had already, Gold Sky, Nova, PingPay. There's one more. Oh, the one that I did myself at the beginning. You can scan this QR code and you will be brought to a Notion hub. You can find all of these resources. You can find large, big explanations about the tracks themselves that should be really helpful. And if you need NEAR AI credits, you can scan this QR code. You'll get a request in. You can get up to $5 worth of cloud credits to you as soon as possible. So I think I went over a whole lot of this already. I do also want to say, so NEAR is joining the PL Genesis hackathon that's happening now. So really just want to encourage any projects that are specifically working on the AI that works for you track. So this is that Notion page that you can find in the Builder resources. It has a lot of information here, some relevant resources and all of it. At the top, you'll find this blurb about continuing through the PL Genesis hackathon. So eligible projects can win a $500 best new or continued project by submitting to our hackathon and submitting to theirs. And by submitting to theirs, you also gain exposure to a whole lot other prize pools and a potential pathway into their Founder Forge early startup accelerator. So definitely, if you're submitting to this track, it's easy. Submit to theirs as well. You can get a chance at that 500 and possibly even more. So without further ado, scan this QR code. You got 6 days left. We'll be doing our judging live stream about 3 days after that, February 19th. So yeah, go ahead, get building, join the chats. You'll find all the telegrams there. Ask any questions. And also, I just want to, because we're in our last few days, if anybody wants I don't know, office hours or another workshop or some resource, whatever will help you, please reach out and we'll get that set up for you just in time. Okay. Let's check the comments. People look happy. That's great. Thank you so much for tuning in for today's workshop. And the next one will be on Thursday. I'll see you then.